You know, I used to think that thing was something else, but that's for another day.
Really?
Everybody thought so.
Oh, really?
Oh, why, oh, why, oh, why?
La la
You
la
tell
la
me.
la la la.
La 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 lights. All right. So which do you belong to? Set and one new school or set and one old school?
Wow. Set I want new school.
Why are you speaking Yoruba like that?
Set I want new school.
Sit it well, my friend. Well, whichever you do belong to, you're guaranteed to have a good time today.
That's right. Guys, we must warn you, though, that today is specifically for the mature music minds and the lovers of the kind of music that was once prevalent, both here in Nigeria and overseas.
Yes, so if that sounds like your vibe, then you're welcome. If you're open, and of course you're open to connecting to us through music from the past, you're also welcome to the throwback edition of Splash. And in case you're wondering, this is Royal Highness and His Flanness. I go by the name King OJ, but you can call me OJ. That's what it is.
It is what it is.
All right, my name is Faladele, guys. Welcome aboard.
Simply Faladele, guys.
Simply Faladele, guys.
All right, so you know that my own comes very long.
Yep,
because
it
it's
do.
a jewel in the crown. You know, it's your hostess with the mostest. It's your girlfriend next door. And of course, it's your girl, your home girl. Honeypot.
Guys, I want whatever Honeypot has been having in the last 3 weeks. Also, you look like a very good church girl. They will not know that deep down you're a wo-based. I will not give you a chance to respond to that. Guys, today on the show, we will bring you some entertainment stories as always. And then, of course, there's celebrity birthday shout-outs coming up after that. And, of course, Rewind, where we'll take a look at what happened on this day in entertainment history.
And of course on Twitter, Folade will bring us some laughs and savagery from social media. Then on Where Are They Now, we'll tell you what your Nigerian artists you used to love are up to these days.
On the Twitter segment, we'll do some ranting, then you get a recap of the news. On Daily Top 5, we will be talking about 5 songs turning 20 in 2020. We'll wrap things up with a special guest. You guys haven't seen him on TV in a very long time. You sure thank us for this. So let's begin. It's time to take you on a journey of music through the years, but only if you're ready. Are you sure you are ready?
Yes.
Well, let's do this.
Billy Ocean.
Yeah, it's spotted dreads now. I saw a recent picture of Billy Ocean with dreads, grey dreads. Fresh.
Oh, probably fresh. I like
Fresh.
grey dreads. I
Fresh.
really like grey dreads.
I'm thinking about it, by the way.
Grey dreads. I know. Well, I always liked this, like Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah.
Dreads. Like mop. It's like
Wow, okay.
Wow.
Okay, kerosene week.
From
All
year to
right,
year.
well, yeah, from that, I don't, Honeypots is just, guys, welcome back. Yes, that was Billy Ocean and Caribbean Queen, I believe.
Yes, sir.
Caribbean
So we
Queen.
told you today was all about the mature music mind. So yeah, we hope that you're vibing and loving it already.
No Malians.
No
We
man.
are.
Okay, well, let's begin with our entertainment news. Tyler Perry is not impressed with Oscar's nomination. American movie director and producer and writer and everything by himself, Tyler Perry has opened up about the 2020 Oscars nomination and how he feels a lot of movies and actors were snubbed. He made this known to TMZ where he stated, "I'm upset, man. J-Lo didn't get nominated. Are you kidding me? J-Lo and Awkwafina didn't get nominated. She should have gotten nominated. That's crazy." Now, this statement by Tyler Perry is in line with a lot of individuals who have scolded the Oscars for some notable shuns in the nomination field. Cynthia Erivo is the only black actress nominated for the category of lead actress in the film Harriet. Other African films like Atlantics were oddly missing from the Best International Film category, and stars like Awkwafina, Jennifer Lopez, Lupita Nyong'o, and Beyonce were also snubbed. All right, so big Oscars nomination happening online. Awkwafina was in the film. Oh, I'm trying to remember what the film is called now. I'm sure it'll come to me before the end. But again, similar to Crazy Rich Asian,
Yes.
the all Asia, predominantly Asian cast. And so people were like, how come she didn't get nominated? Because I think she even won for Golden Globes. She won Best Female Lead. So that was really nice. And of course, J-Lo for Hustlers. And then something interesting happened with, what's her name? Issa Rae, Insecure, the writer and stuff. And she was announcing the nominations. And then she was like, I think it was for Best Director category. And she was like, congratulations to all the men. Or the all men category or something like that. But she took a jab.
Was
basically
a
to say,
shade.
yes, it was a shade. Basically to say that it's only men. And of course, Hustlers, it was a female director. This film, I think it was a female director. So they really thought that, you know, the females would get some light shone on them this year. Of course, J-Lo for Hustlers as well, what she did in that film. So it was really...
Are
It's
you
a lot of
saying that
conversation.
some people are thinking that it's a gender thing?
A lot
It's
of
a
people are talking
gender thing, it's a race thing.
because the film for Aquafina was, you know, predominantly Asian cast, as well. And even Cynthia Erivo, yeah, it was nice that she got that. But even with that, there was some drama that,
Conversation
why is it a black British
So
person
are we going
doing-
to ever get out of this racism, you know, gender stuff? Are we ever going to get out of it?
It's hard. I don't know. It's hard because it feels like, I feel like maybe the Academy, they will feel like on one hand they're taking steps forward because I mean the inclusion over the years, I think it has improved compared to what it was before. Yes.
And this was the same Oscars that the Genevieve Lionheart movie
Yes,
too.
it happened with, there was Oscars So White before, I'm sure you guys
Yes,
remember that.
yes.
And then they felt like they made some progress, did some inclusion.
Let's balance everything up.
Look, it's
So,
tough.
Faladele and OJ, so this is it. So what if, honestly, while dealing with all of this, they felt that these were the people who actually stood out, did very well. But because they have to always bring gender into it and also bring a race into it, so sometimes they have to like bend a bit so that it will look like. I mean, does it always?
I completely agree with what you're saying. What's going on with me? I agree completely because again, it comes okay. If it was a white person who who led the cast in Hustlers, would the conversation be the same? Would we still feel that the movie didn't deserve to get talked about in nominations? So it's a tough one because on one hand you want to please the audience because they'll call you out. I mean, feminism is getting louder, LGBTI community, everyone's talking.
You see, awards are actually great. I mean, it comes with a lot of hard work because you have to put everything into consideration. And not everybody would always be satisfied with, you know, awards. People would always complain, no matter what you
can't satisfy everybody.
Even when you have worked so hard, you have thought about everything, you have brought everything into consideration. Some people would never still be satisfied. I like Tyler Perry. I really, really like him and I like his craft. But, you know, I'm just saying that when it comes to awards, that people would never, ever just
We'll talk about Tyler Perry some other time. I have some thoughts. There's
Okay,
another conversation brewing online.
I know, I think I understand.
That's fun.
Yeah, online.
Yes, let's move on to the next story. Rihanna's team shuts down Shaggy claims of an audition request. Sometime last week, we brought you news that Shaggy rejected the offer to be featured on Rihanna's yet-to-be-released R9 album. Well, the statement by the reggae veteran, Shaggy, claiming he was told to audition to be on Rihanna's project, stirred up conversation online. A member of Rihanna's team has, however, responded to the claims in a radio interview with Jamaica Ira FM morning show. The representative stated, and I quote, "We are working on an album, not a talent show. So why would Rihanna, require Shaggy or any other artist to audition?" The rep continued, and I quote, "After Rihanna had already gathered all the material for the album, Shaggy contacted her, asking to be part of the album. She explained to him that the album was pretty much completed and they were just working on mixing, mastering, and deciding which songs to actually use. However, she invited him to submit some materials so she could see if it fits with the flow of the album. That was by no means asking for an audition. It was more going out of her way to get him on the album," end quote. The rep added, and I quote, "We hope Shaggy will come out and let the fans know the real truth, because we all know that the media in general, and especially entertainment media, cannot be trusted. They would twist someone's stories in order to get the most viewers. Rihanna loves the people of Jamaica, she loves the fans of reggae, and she loves reggae music, as her career has proven, and nothing can or will ever change that," end quote.
I love that this is actually being addressed because I found it very rude if you'd ask somebody like Shaggy to come for audition, because I know that, well, young children of these days, what can they do?
Marley.
I'm just saying.
Last week, you guys might remember that last week, I think it was last week we talked about it.
Yeah.
And I remember, it was exactly
last
on
week
this day, right?
Thursday.
And I remember saying that I don't think it was a literal case of
Line up.
next. Number 200, come forward. Shaggy, please, do that wasn't me again. I feel like it wasn't literal. So to come out and say this, I'm inclined to maybe believe it. I still think that I see why Shaggy felt a bit insulted. But then it's tough because the way that creatives work sometimes, you feel like you've already completed, according to this report at least, you've already completed the project, you've done major work and everything. So anything you're adding at this point is just maybe engineering stuff, maybe. And so to now come and be like, you
want to
know,
jump on this.
which is nice. I even think it was nice. It was humble of him to have reached out. But then with reaching out for requests like that, you have to be prepared that it might not always go the way that you want.
Yeah.
It's not necessary that it will always be a yes. So yeah. We'll see how this unfolds. I think maybe he will talk again.
Yeah.
To reply
Because
the rep.
this person called him out. That guy. Shaggy, come out and say the truth. Though, what
And
really
it's
happened?
not what.
It's good. It's good. I won't say more than that. All right, guys, let's move on. Liam Hemsworth and Gabriella Brooks confirmed relationship. Australian actor Liam Hemsworth has confirmed his romance with, model Gabriella Brooks as they were recently spotted together while on vacation. Liam Hemsworth, who just, was that celebrated his 30th birthday, was spotted kissing and publicly displaying affection while on, beach with the 23-year-old model. All right, Faladile, you tell us more
Yes,
about
and
this.
according to a close source, Liam feels comfortable with Gabriella and his family approves of her and they really like her apparently, which is very important to him. Very important to us in Nigeria too. The latest couple were first linked back in December, but fans thought they were just friends as she was still linked to her last boyfriend, Matthew Healy, who is a member of the 1975 English pop rock band. Now, if you would also recall, back in August 2019, Liam Hemsworth announced his split from musician and actress wife Miley Cyrus just 8 months after their secret wedding. Okay, so this is happening and I'm excited for Liam. I don't know why I'm excited, Chad, because
Mine has moved on, so.
yes, okay, maybe that's why I'm excited. I'm happy for him. And he seems like just, Australians, at least some of the ones I kind of have an idea of, they seem to just be chilled and let me do my life, let me live my, even the way his brother Chris Hemsworth, conducts his business. So it just seems like a nice, good boy, let me just go about my business.
So I like when relationships are like this, like they don't come with bags
Yeah.
or a baggage, like, oh, this person has not moved on, this person is still in another relationship and still doing this. Even when people thought that, Gabriella was still linked to the boyfriend, the ex-boyfriend, or, now everything is so clear and it's just so wonderful. People can move on. It shows that, relationships are not actually do or die affairs. Like you can always just end it with somebody and move on with another person. If you know that that person is not going to, you can't see that person in your future. Then
Yeah, move. Can I also ask that this model thing, like, what is it with, musicians and actors and models?
I know,
Leonardo
right?
DiCaprio, his dating history is filled with models.
I know, right?
Future is dating a model, Lori Harvey. They've confirmed it. Liam, a model. Justin Bieber married a model. What is going on?
So I think
OJ.
Model, which one?
which model or Vixen?
Would you like an older one or like
I don't understand.
Kate Moss?
No,
She's
that's
like
just too
46.
old, man.
We just suggested.
She's too old.
Naomi Campbell? Too old?
Naomi.
She's too old.
Okay.
Or because like almost everybody done.
No, we still have them, Kendall and the rest. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we're done with the entertainment news. Right about now, it's time to find out which celebrities are celebrating their birthday on this special day. Are we ready for this? Yes, first up, English model and businesswoman Kate Moss turns 46 today.
Yeah.
And yes, I'm not in any relationship with
With
Kate Moss.
her yet. Kate Moss.
Yes,
Happy
46 years
birthday.
old. She has modeled for virtually all the
My
biggest
brother,
brands
everything.
in the world.
And she's a trendsetter as well. I think they call it the was it heroin chic, where like there's a style that you look like, maybe you're supposed to look like your uncle.
Yeah.
And then like your
Your
eyes are dark and
bags.
you're lean, So she had that going on like way back. And
And I'll never forget that Kanye West line
Line, I
is
was
stronger.
gonna say that, yes.
You can be my black Kate Moss tonight.
Yes.
So you see that.
let's
So when
get them
certain people
tonight.
mention your name, you're made for her. No.
Whenever I think of her, before I even think of her career, I think about that line.
line.
Right? Yeah.
Also celebrated today is Nigerian British singer, songwriter, our very own,
Shade
Shade
Adu.
Adu. Yes, she's turning 61 today.
Birthday to
beautiful.
Shade Adu. We love you forever.
Yes, we do.
When
It's
is
so
Shade
beautiful.
Adu going to come back to Nigeria and just give us a show?
I know, right? Because she was born here. She was born in Ibadan. She should come back.
She was born here, and she had in fact, her story is just a very story, and how she was gotten married to someone and gotten married to, and at some point she became a recluse, and she wasn't even going to. And I think last year or thereabouts, we heard that she was going to come back to do music, and then we did not hear anything.
Yeah.
The only time we heard something about her was when her daughter or
son.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Shade Adu.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. In case you're watching, please come back and just give us something in Nigeria. We love you.
We love you.
All right, up next, guys, is Rewind. Yes, take a look to find out what makes today significant in entertainment history.
Now let's rewind. On this day in 1962, shooting began on Dr. No, the first James Bond film. Also on this day in 1981, John Lennon released Woman in the UK. And on this day in 1984, the 11th American Music Awards had Pat Benatar and Michael Jackson winning. And finally, on this day in 1991, Days of Our Lives won at the 7th Soap Opera Digest Awards. And that's it on Rewind.
My man, give me some doodoo, fufu.
Do you guys want to see Idris this year?
Yeah, baby.
Yeah? Okay.
Your personal
It's
pressing
my G now.
is your G.
Idris.
Sweetheart.
Hey, Eid. Alright, guys. It's time for your daily dose of laughter.
Eid.
Yes. This is Studio, guys, where we bring you all the savagery, humor, and craziness on social media. Let's do this. Eid, if you're watching, what up? Alright. So, small troublemaker tweeted, "Never give up in life. If Abraham killed Goliath with a stone, anything is possible." Bright Star replied, "Abraham killed who?" Like,
You know wasn't even following. Abraham. All these motivational people, they started.
First of all, there's nobody. Abraham not killing me. Like, it's not Isaac.
Abraham wanted to kill.
But
Why did not?
So it's not Abraham. So it's David you meant to say.
No. Listen, you know what? So the thing is that I think a lot of
Wait,
people.
it's David with a stone. Goliath with a stone. So we know that was the plan to talk about it.
It's David he wanted to put. So much motivation.
So
he just wants to really just motivate people.
Don't go wrong. Is your own motivation going to go wrong?
No, it can never go
Get
wrong
your Bible
in the name of
characters
Jesus
right.
Christ. So that the thing is that I've been reading these days. You have to pay attention. You have to know your facts. So
Yes.
when you go somewhere to speak, you have to
Bust
go
our
with facts.
brain.
You see? So you cannot go out and go and be saying Abraham killed. Did you think we will not be thinking like you?
No,
and then
no.
we'll just.
You're supposed to just, on a good day, you're supposed to mad.
So you see, there are different people's reactions. Like you see, maybe you will be the person who hears and knows and then ignores.
Yeah.
Then me, I'm the correct
Yes,
person.
you are.
Like
No,
I would always correct.
no.
Then there is the third person who is, because I'm trying to remember Maraj's video yesterday. When it was the
correct
third person was the third person. I don't know. Maybe she did two characters.
Yes.
Okay, so some people say,
That
oh, sorry, Lord, you keep a message. What?
Deep.
Wow. What am I? Wow, let's do that.
Yeah.
Honeypots. Wow. Daddy the boss tweeted, "A girl that jumps from one guy to another is called a..." General Savage replied, "Bouncing baby girl." And feminists are going to be here for this because
Why?
So there's a conversation on Twitter in the feminist community that whatever you don't talk about guys who jump from a girl to another. So why are you talking about it? And I agree with this actually. I think that if whatever you're doing for one, do for all. So I agree with this as well.
Bouncing baby boy, bouncing baby girl. Free.
Mad reply, mad. So the feminists will agree with this reply,
Yeah.
yes. Bouncing baby
Bouncing
girl.
baby girl.
She's jumping up and down.
She said bouncing baby
Jumping
girl.
up and down.
Bouncing in the... All right.
Okay.
Anu Savage tweeted rather, "Gone are the days when guys used to remove their caps before greeting elders. Nowadays, they just remove one earpiece from their ears." So I come to the house. I come to the house.
So Faladile, I think that you should add that stuff that I saw on your story when the one that you got from, I think Adenike, who was talking about, people behaving in a certain way and they'll now say it's culture.
Yeah.
So I think you should add it to it. No, I don't even know how it goes, like verbatim. You should add it to it.
No longer cap. We'll put it. If your younger cousin greets you like this, so I mean, I'm sure you don't mind him not taking off his cap now. Are you that deep that he must take off his cap?
No,
let's say when you're a mother-in-law.
The one that happened to me before is a younger cousin stretching his aunt to shake me.
What did you now do? Because
I did not shake him.
That's how we do it.
I would be the first person to, stretch my hands to shake you because I am the older person. If you call me traditional,
But that's how we do it outside the
I
country.
do not care. I do not care. No, you're not going to do that. I will be the one. No, don't.
Hi, sis.
No, Magba, where that nonsense. No, you're not going to do that.
Hi,
No, I'm not going to.
Hi, sis.
No, it's not me that you are greeting. You come and greet me again.
Okay, moving on then. Omaya tweeted, it's always the people, oh, this finished me. It's always the people with unknown last names that always say, oh, I'm ready to change your last name, baby. Call me my boo. Akpanachi, please.
But people should stop for this thing now. People should stop now. And there's nothing bad, by the way.
Oh, baby, let me change your last name. To what? Okpanachi? Please. Guys, if your name is Okpanachi, obviously you know that we are joking. We're sorry.
But there are
What kind of surnames do you people?
There are so many surnames because I think I did this topic on radio and somebody was suggesting there are surnames like Igbesumi, Afukun.
Right, I think we should just go to the next one because the names I'm hearing, what?
Are they for real?
Yes, Igbesumi, Afukun.
Right,
And then how do you now become Mrs. Igbesu?
Yeah.
Mrs. Iggs. All right, well, VNO7 tweeted, how did you make your first 100,000 naira? And Larry replied, it's final year project though. My father my father even paid transport fare for me to go to Microsoft office. Wow. Wow.
AKA scam.
Wow. AKA scam. Wow. Daddy, they said we need to go to Microsoft office.
In Nigeria, number one.
And that is like, which one is for Microsoft office? That is for my, okay, no problem, take. Wow. Dear parents, we're sorry. Well, they are sorry.
Did you?
No, I've always been an honest kid.
At least, did you?
No, I did not.
Okay, I didn't. So.
I'm not sure you
I
didn't.
I never did.
He's actually a good boy.
I never
He's actually
did.
a good boy.
I never did. When my friends are saying it, I'm always like, I don't think I had the mind. Because my dad or my mom will know. I think they catch me. They beating.
The day they will catch you. You might even get away with this once, but the day they catch you.
I never did. Because of that fear that, my dad.
Because anytime I was going back to school, my father would always say, Foladede is going to translate to me.
Remember the child of who you are.
So that is the last thing he says to me. Every time. So how will I get to school and I'm doing this? He will come back and look me in the eyes. Did I not tell you?
I have to agree with that. My mom would always like shout and beat, but my dad, I'm disappointed. And that is harder than anything else. Anyway, that's it on today's Street View.
Thank you very much for that. Ladies and gentlemen, there's still more to come. We'll be back in a bit. Stay here with us.
Panachi, please! We are back, guys, and it is now time for Where Are They Now? So take a look at this if you want to find out which popular Nigerian artist we are talking about today.
This is Where Are They Now? Jesse King, popularly known as Buga, is a Nigerian musician who primarily made songs in Yoruba language, featuring aspects of the Yoruba culture and its proverbs. His album, Buga, created such a wave in 2006, and many may not only remember him for the song, but also for his unique headgear and cultural way of dressing. Buga released 2 albums in 2014, titled Mr. Buga and Rooted. He caused quite a stir when he advocated support for Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari. However, not much has been heard about Buga in more recent times. We shall miss his unique style of music and have our fingers crossed about his future endeavors. Now you know where they are now.
What is that thing that he wears on his head that is loaded?
It's loaded with...
It's a cap. And I think it's for the hunters in the Yoruba land. So, you know, they have this peculiar way of, you know, designing their cap. So it's very traditional. It's rich. I mean, it's songs and, you know, he brought his genre and all that. And
if you watch a lot of the Yoruba movies from back then, or that were trying to be set back then, you would see that for hunters,
Yes, yes.
Really nice. We actually miss him because...
We miss him.
Yeah,
we miss him.
That mommy is still a jam till today.
It's still like,
and of course, Buga and...
Only that's the curse in that thing.
As in... Anyway,
Anyways, guys, this is where half of the fun ends.
Yeah.
The other half continues very shortly. Look forward to the entertainment news recap, a treat of Daily 25, and our guests. See you at 1.
Ready or not? We're back.
Here I come.
Yes,
You can't
sir.
hide.
We are back and we're not hiding. Yes,
Yeah.
welcome back to the show.
yeah.
It's now time to chew it off in a minute or less. One of us will vent about what's currently budging her because I'm still good. It's still,
I am
it's
so
still January.
super good. Foladile,
complete.
what is your most
life
recent problem,
Problem.
your life issue? What's disturbing you? What is it? How is your life going?
My life is fine, no, only pause.
But
My life is fine. Should I rant about my recent pains?
yeah.
No, I won't rant about that. Y'all don't need to be bothered with my pity party. So let me rant about people who think that celebrities don't have feelings. So they go on their page and they troll and troll and troll away. And of course, you go check, and of course, their pages are private. Or they have 2 followers or 1.5 followers or whatever. So I think that it is unfair, first of all, to go on anyone's page really and keep spewing hate. But I'm using celebrities because I think people usually feel that, oh, maybe they won't see the comment, or there's so many comments. In a multitude of comments, my own will be missing. So I'll keep putting hate or stuff. So, Nikila Oye posted a comment on Simi and Adekunle Gold's wedding anniversary picture. And she was like, oh, congrats, you guys. Oh, it's so nice to see how far you've come, blah, blah. And someone now commented, you need a man too, my sister, something like that. And I'm like, are you aware that she recently announced a divorce confirmation? Are you aware that she has not come out to tell you that she needs a man? Did you guys have a conversation that the rest of the world didn't know about, in which case you don't have a business putting it there? So, as we talk about Lonnie from The Real, we talk about people from shows that we watch, we talk about celebrities in general, musicians, everyone. And it's just like, they see the comments, even though there are a lot. Like, I might just be going through my comments, and I know someone who's like, actually sit and look through comments. They have feelings too, because, and that's why we always big up copy, because we're like, to be able to take all that hate that you get
Copy
and
and
still,
skills.
yeah, and exactly, and skills, and still take it well and turn it to a joke is fantastic. So yeah, I think people need to do better. People have feelings. The least you can do, I think, is just be kind. It doesn't take much. You don't have to say anything. I think the easiest thing in life is to be quiet. You don't have to say anything if you don't have something nice to say. So is it true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? Those are 3 things that they say you should always weigh your words against. And if it doesn't fit in those categories, then maybe skip on commenting.
Rule of the thumb.
Yeah.
If you don't have anything nice to say, keep
Chat.
quiet.
Blessings.
You know, we said this for Ladile upstairs today,
Yeah.
and I said that those people, if they're going to be served in that same measure, you know, how would they feel? Because you go there and you see that they don't have pictures, as you said, or, you know, they have like one, something, very funny people. And I learned that some people even do it. They create another account. They might be your friend or somebody who knows you. And then the person wants to bring you down. So
OJ, Honeypot has juicy gist about this particular one. OJ,
Yes,
OJ will tell you after.
Yes, I could even hint you. So somebody was telling me about a presenter on a particular show that went on leave and just came back. And so while she was on leave, another person was standing in for that person. And so this person had like titans, you know how they have like their followers. And so they were saying, nice show, nice show. So she's even better than this person. She's even better than this person. So when the person resumed duty, so you brought this person back when that person could do this, and then they came and flooded. And somehow, I don't know what the judgment of that station was. They now had the person replace her permanently on that show.
What?
Yes. You see what people do, and people lose their jobs for it.
See,
Everybody's gist. If you want to hear the remaining.
Carry your load and do what and go.
this social
We'll
media
give you that
life.
just after. Properly
I'm
break it
done
down.
with you
Hey,
people, man.
Honeypot gave me the gist. I said, God. My God.
It's life.
Anyway, guys, moving swiftly along, from trolls and wicked people. It's time for a quick recap of the entertainment news in case you missed it. Yes, we talked about Tyler Perry, who is apparently not impressed with Oscar's nomination.
And of course, this one, Rihanna's team shuts down Shaggy claim of an audition request.
Yes, Liam Hemsworth and Gabriella Brooks confirm relationship.
Alrighty, guys, if you are loving the show, feel free to let us know. We are at TVC Connect with the hashtag eSplash on TVC. We're on Instagram as well, and it's the same handle. So tweet at us. We're already seeing some of your tweets, and we're excited about them. Let us know you're watching and loving the show. We'll be back in a bitty for Daily Top 5.
Yeah! Yes, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Right about now, it's time for Daily Top 5.
5, 4,
Hey.
3, 2, 1.
Mr. Richard.
Hey. Yes, I love this part because this is where you guys get to realize how old you are. Let's talk about 5 international songs turning 20 this year. You just might be shocked.
All right.
Number 1 on our list is Independent Woman by Destiny's Child. You cannot sing it like them, so thank you very much. Yes, this song first appeared on the soundtrack to the 2000 film adaptation of The Charlie's Angels, serving as his lead single before later being included on Destiny's Child's 3rd studio album. Yes, the R&B dance pop tune was released in September 2000, and amongst its many achievements, it went on to be nominated for Best Song Written for a Motion Picture, Television, or other visual media at the 2001 Grammy Awards. And I can say that this was the first song that started all the feminist movement. Yeah, independent woman.
Yes. Oh, wow.
Absolute jam. I can't believe it's been 20 years. Actually.
Jam. I can't believe it's 20 years too. But, you know, I think the women have always just wanted to talk and, you know.
Yeah. I think women have always wanted
like Rosa
to talk.
Parks story and all that. So it wasn't even this song, but maybe this song.
This one now,
added a bit story, like twice.
Also,
like
3 girls are saying this
Yeah.
that they can stay on their own without a guy. Oh.
But then they go to cater to you and they, let me cater to you, and they're telling you how they want to do your this and that. So look.
So AKA feminists are not.
No, but AKA feminism is a choice. If I want to clean your feet and massage your feet, I choose that. If I want to be on my own and do, I choose that. That's what it's about. OJ.
So I think the problem I have with it is that it has so many definitions.
Yes, yes.
And that freaks me out. So I would rather say, I belong to nobody.
Oshe, politician. All the women independent, throw your hands up.
Throw your hands up at me.
Okay, because my star,
I guess.
my star is act like she knew. So I'll be like, what? She'll be like, I know you don't know what they said. I said, okay, what did they say? Yes, I said, okay, what did they say? She'll now be like, no, I won't tell you.
That's always the excuse. So you don't know?
Yeah, I won't
I
tell
can't
you.
tell you. I can't tell you. I
Wow.
can't tell you.
Please, somebody tell me what they said, dear. Thank you. Number 2, Fill Me In by Craig David. Can you feel me in? This song by British singer Craig David was released in April 2000 as the lead single from his debut studio album, Born to Do It. Yes, it's been 20 years, OJ. And the R&B hit song was a commentary on the helicopter parenting style that was more prominent in the early 2000s. Amongst his many achievements, the song was Craig David's first top 20 single in the US, peaking at number 15. OJ, your face when I said this song was
Craig
like,
David's,
what?
yeah, 20?
Yes, OJ, you're that old, my friend.
No.
Oh my God.
I listen to a whole lot of songs.
But I was going to say that OJ is actually an absolute OG.
No, not really. just that guy that loves to listen to old songs back then.
Oh my God.
And this was one of those songs that we're listening to because Craig David was just that guy from the UK,
Yes.
the fresh look,
Fresh-
the
with
hairstyle.
with the beard that connects.
Yeah, with the beard that connects.
The mustache that connects to the beard, and you're like, oh my gosh, I want to
Then
be
you
this
say I
guy.
want to be like this, but
Yes.
no, I don't want to be like that again.
He was just fresh to everyone, and then he had that soft
It was
voice.
just fresh,
Yeah.
and you know we loved the music too back then, and
Yeah, we did.
the genre of the what he did that time was what we wanted to listen
Yeah.
to, and he had the love in it and
Yes,
all of
yes.
those. It's what we don't even see now.
Yeah.
So,
No,
I mean,
we do that now.
I
What's
have
that?
to admit that he held it down in the early 2000s.
held it down.
He had back-to-back.
Back to
hits,
back,
yes.
and
Did
if
the
you
song
were-
with Sting as well, 7 days.
7 days.
If you
They had
were-
the jeans.
if you were a radio presenter, especially on the night belt, you had
You must play with
loads.
Craig
You had
David.
to-
Loads of Craig David songs.
Yes. Oh my gosh, jam. And I don't think I didn't realize that he was British until later on in life, because when he was
Yeah,
singing this
he
song, he
didn't
didn't
sound
sound like that
British.
American vibe going on.
I truly agree with you, and I think that some people even do it on purpose, so they go to learn so that they can enter certain markets,
Markets,
just
true
the
that, true that,
accents.
true
It's not like Ed Sheeran where when he's singing, you know for
Yes,
sure
you
he's
know.
British.
And look, you can't just do without talking about his looks. I mean, a cute guy for days. Look at the clean shave.
Clean,
Look at
brows on fleek,
Hello,
everything.
hello.
Come back to life.
Can we
Okay.
continue with the show? Yes, moving on swiftly. Number 3 on our list is The Room, Slim Shady by Eminem. Yes, this song was released as the lead single a week before the album's release. It was also released in April 2000, and despite being hip-hop, it had fresh and funny vibe that gave it mainstream appeal. Plus, it had an almost PG-rated swipe at everything, from the Grammy Awards to Charlotte's Pop. You know Eminem and Shade.
Oh, you know
now.
Eminem. Number one, his songs are never clean. Two, he's always shedding and
Cool.
that's Eminem, typical Eminem, and I love him.
Yes, what if that's where Shade came from?
Yeah, the real
Slim Shady.
Because he's Slim Shady and he was always shading everyone.
And guess what? Almost everybody who actually bear Sade started calling themselves Slim Shady.
Shade. Yes!
But I don't know whether.
Shade.
But I don't know whether if you were, if you are Sade and you were plumb from the beginning, they called you Slim Shady.
Let's go and check out
God.
Sade Slim Shady. Yeah, Eminem Slim Shady. Check it out. Yes, guys.
Those Shadies are just imitating. Because who's the room? Slim Shady, please
stand up.
Please stand up.
Please stand up.
Eminem's videos, like especially in that time, so animated, like oh my goodness. And this was a classic example. You just had fun with it, which was funny because you're a hardcore rapper, but like to have
You're
that
making
much
us
fun
laugh
in your
again
videos,
inside the
yeah, you're
video.
being funny. And even the fake bomb and all that, yeah.
So I have always liked Eminem for this because I feel that he's super talented, he's super, super creative. And, you know, I think that the world is not even still ready for Eminem.
Eminem is that guy that people are always scared to diss.
Yeah.
Nick Cannon has been dropping songs
Yeah.
lately, trying to
Yeah.
get Eminem's.
Oh, don't.
Like-
As in, he does not have time. When he has time,
He had to call Nick Cannon. He said, Nicholas.
Yeah, remember, yes.
Like, what are you doing?
And then the Mariah one,
Yeah.
back and forth. Anyway, guys.
especially when I like you and I'm like
Yeah,
wanting
Nick-
you, no,
Behave yourself.
I don't want to do this.
All right, guys, let's go to our number 4 song turning 20 in 2020. Love Don't Cost a Thing by J-Lo. Yes, this one was released in December 2000. So yeah, it turns 20 in December and experienced commercial success worldwide and is even considered one of Jennifer Lopez's biggest hits till date. It was especially noted for its popularity on pop radio, and towards the end of the week after its release, Love Don't Cost a Thing made its debut at number 46 on the US Billboard Hot 100, winning Hotshot debut of the week. Let's check it out.
When she released the song, she was dating P. Diddy.
Diddy, yeah, that's right.
And
She was
after
dating
the
Diddy.
song, you know Diddy, rich guy, and they broke up
Yeah.
probably shortly after the release
So
of
I
this
don't
particular
even
song.
know if J-Lo is going to take after Elizabeth Taylor
And look-
when it comes to
Guys.
guys. And then at the end of the day, we'll count to like 7 husbands.
No, I think she has stopped.
No, stop. A-Rod is the final stop. She's really happy and this is her final bus stop. But
We
Absolute
thought
Jam,
Mark Anthony would be the last.
Absolute Jam. And let's talk about the song, Honeypot.
Okay.
Absolute Jam. And I can't believe it's been 20 years, one. But also the lyrics, we have to talk about how notable the lyrics were because, hey, we don't believe you, J-Lo. Think I want your cash, I don't. Even if you were broke, my love doesn't
My
cost
love
it.
doesn't count. So this,
That song doesn't apply to Nigerian girls, by the way.
So I am saying that even to J-Lo, there are things that you just do for the crafts. I mean, for the
Yes,
culture.
yes,
like
yes.
if it rhymes or if it
Yeah,
like
if it
looks like it
works.
makes sense, you might be singing it and it does not even apply to you. Like
Fair enough, fair enough.
Wrapping up our daily top 5, Alla by Spice Girls. Yes, this song, which was released in October 2000, was considered a more mature R&B Spice Girls song. Critics gave Alla favorable reviews. Through some thoughts, it was too different from their previous sound. However, most praised its funky groove and called it a pleasant surprise, picking it as one of the best tracks on the album. The single topped the UK singles chart while reaching the top 10 in more than 15 countries. I wanna make you all up. So let's go check out Spice Girls. All up.
yes.
I always forget the last ones. I'll remember before we finish, I promise. Alrighty, guys.
T-boss, left or right, T-boss?
No,
Yeah,
no,
I'm
that's
sorry.
TLC,
No,
TLC.
TLC, I'm
yes,
so sorry.
yes, yes.
How in this life? How in this life?
Girl-
How in this
girl
life?
group,
Please
girl
don't
group,
judge me.
girl group.
No,
Girl group,
you're
girl
not
group. Yes,
girl
maybe
group.
that's why.
So now you're not going to judge me. So I was actually talking about, Spice Girls. Oh, wow, sorry. I was talking about Spice Girls and I was like, I don't even agree with all those points saying that, you
Yeah.
know, this is more mature and
Yeah,
all
the
that,
first
as some
one had
people have said and
sexual
all that
undertones
because it
too.
has and all that. And I'm saying that there is even the one that is even more popular than this, and you know that one now. And that one I think has some connotations too, right there. If you want to be my lover, you first got to be
Tell me
my
what
friend.
you want, what you really
want.
want.
What I want, what I really want.
Wow.
Beautiful.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll go on a break. And when we come back, our guest will be right here with us. So stay with us.
I'm so excited.
Yes, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's still Throwback Thursday, in case you're wondering. And you know I would love to do it on Thursdays. We tend to bring artists from back then.
OGs.
And of course, OGs. And of course, those that are still relevant even up till now. Today on the show, we have this guy. one of my favorite rappers.
Yeah.
From Nigeria.
Yes.
Yes. Grew up in Nigeria, schooled in Nigeria, then relocated to the US.
Yeah.
How lucky can you be that your first song that you drop in the industry is featuring a veteran singer, Mike Okri? Ladies and gentlemen, on the show today, we have Babalola Falemi, aka Sauce Kid, aka
How you doing? How you doing? Okay, I gotta save you all for last. Hey, How you doing?
I'm good, welcome.
Thank you. Hey,
we have Sauce Kid, aka Sinzo.
Sinzu.
Zoo free.
Definitely.
Okay, so I've been looking forward to this. I mean, there are so many things I would like to say too. You know, the hottest rapper in 2011. I mean, some people would disagree with me, but then let's talk about this.
So come in a bit. Since just lift up your.
So that they can see that it's
your
Sinzu
face.
we have.
And the funny thing
It's
is
not that we
Sinzu.
went to clone Sinzu and bring on the show. I like the Burberry top.
Thank you.
Nice. But then, you know, people have said that when you said Sinzu, you know, because the Sauce Kid,
Right.
aka Sinzu, but Sinzu. And I think that you've explained the reason you wanted Sinzu because you said that it is a fun part of you, a
Right.
beat and this and that Sauce Kid is the lyrical part of you and all that. But some people think that the name Sinzu came with a lot of things. You know, we are Nigerians and we are superstitious.
Yeah,
Is this Sinzu paying Sauce Kid like this? Is it a change of name or something? I know what you have to say about this, but what do you say?
Sauce Kid just represented a different character, you feel me? And Sinzu was more like user-friendly to Nigeria, so that's what that was about. And the way the name came about, it was really like one night I was chilling with my guys, we're hanging out, and then a fly came on a mosquito, and it just went like Sinzu, and I was just like,
Oh, wow.
I'm serious. I'm serious.
How Oyibo people, the English people, they say that they want to give the names and they say, I don't know. I mean, people just used to say it like they just throw a stone inside and then the sound it makes. Like, they just say, oh.
But it's interesting that you chose to keep Sinzu because, of course, going away and then coming back, I would have thought maybe you would have wanted to go back to Sauce Kid because that's what people still remember. And so
Right.
it's easier to go off of what people remember.
Yeah, but you know, I just knew like at that point I wanted to represent Sinzu versus Sauce Kid, you know what I mean? Because I had a lot of issues with Sauce Kid, y'all just don't know about that, you know? Like I had like a lot of like battles in the studio, like trying to figure out like, okay, how do I connect this music? How do I make the average person walking down the street, you know, rap these lyrics and understand what I'm saying? And it just wasn't gonna work with Sauce Kid, because Sauce Kid was coming from a different mentality.
Yeah. Okay.
Can we talk about your first song that you had with Mike Okri? How
Yeah.
did that come about?
Ran into Mike Okri sometime in like 2005, I think, in LA. He was working in the studio I was working in, and the engineer was working on some stuff with him, and then I knew someone who knew him mutually, and then we just talked about it. I was like, hey, I'm about to go to Nigeria and try to do this music thing, you know? And I was like, let's get a record, like, you know, like you represent that, you know, generation, and I'm trying to, you know? And that was that, and it was just cool like that. And I did it, and we shot the video, and that was it. And that's how I started.
Was there any drama from him based on old school
He
singer?
cool. He cool. He chill. Like, cause his somebody he used to work with is actually my auntie.
Oh, okay.
So he's like close to home type stuff. So
Yeah.
he was like, oh yeah, you auntie, I'm Elizabeth's, you know, peoples, and I was like, yeah, good, you know. So
All right.
it was good.
So a lot of, before the year, well, as last year was coming to an end, a lot of talk about, oh, the decade coming to an end, artist of the decade, this of the decade, that of the
Right.
decade. And I know you had a very interesting decade, you know. And so, of course, I would want you to talk a bit about that. But also, I'm curious, do you have any regrets about everything that has happened to you up until this point, if you were to change anything?
Honestly, one of my biggest regrets is not shooting the video for Idonde Mine.
True that. True that.
Yeah, that's real. Because it's like that's like it's just that one.
remix.
That's the
so
biggest.
upset.
That's the biggest regret.
Now, why you want his granddaughter? Then they're so Gary. Till tomorrow, I'm always randomly busting into that line. Oh
It's
my
crazy
goodness.
because like without a video, it went so far, and it's like every time I perform it, like people rap it, they know the words, and it didn't even have a video.
But why didn't it? Because we're always saying that a lot
I didn't
of
have any money.
Right, so it's money.
I didn't have money.
Sasuke was there with the blings and looking fly.
Yeah, but see, look, people say that, right? But see, the blings and all that, I already bought that.
Okay.
I already spent money on that.
Okay.
So that doesn't mean I have money in my pocket.
Okay.
So why didn't you sell it?
No, well, it might not cost anything because you're just links.
I mean, it did cost something, but the point is, like, people just assume, like, oh, you have all this jewelry on, that means you have that equals in your pocket. And it's like, dog, I don't spend the money buying this stuff already.
Okay, so
And the appearance is important.
I mean, this is one of the things people have spoken about too. Like, you brought your own swag, and you know how rappers try to like fit into that swag or bring that swag in from other climes, and it did not really sit well. But they said about Sinzu, like, it really sat well. It was like it was from like the abroad,
Abroadian.
you know. And well, I was reading an article that actually really compared you to Remy Ma, like looking at Remy Ma's life, looking at what happened to you at the end of the day, especially with the fact that you had to do a cover of a song at some point, and Yebariba, Sambari Bobo, and it was the trademark for you. Right. And well, they have even said that, you know, Remy Ma came back from the prison, and at the end of the day, she could actually still pick up working with Fajo and all of that. And they were talking about your comeback. I don't know if you've seen this article. But then I would like to talk about this, especially with the fact that you had one album before the latest work that you released last year?
Yeah, last year.
Last year, okay. So, I mean, African American, and I would like to say that, I mean, looking at all of this journey and this comparison, what exactly would you say, I mean, concerning your work, your career?
There's more work to be done, basically, and I'm doing it. Like 2020, I feel like 2020 is like that year that I'm gonna just go all in. It's like, I'm gonna give it all I got this year.
Zoo back!
You're so chill. I love it. All right, guys. So do you know that there might be people at home watching and they're like, who is this guy?
I really feel like that. Like, you know, people that were like 6 years old last time they saw me. Yeah.
All right, so let's throw it back then. For those who are, you know, in that category, let's throw it back to some Sinzu, but back when it was Sasuke.
Yes. In fact, people are still talking about it still like tomorrow.
The old school, the new school,
First
the
video
blend.
I ever did.
Yeah.
First video
Amazing
ever.
stuff, and you looked so funny in it. And
Without the hair?
and we're laughing about it, and I'm sure you thought you were like
Fly,
amazing
there.
with the 2 studs and everything.
I was
And
flying,
you said,
bro. What you talking about? I was flying.
well, like one of the things you said off camera when watching it was that you were really into some crazy stuff then. Can you touch on that a bit?
Now back then, like before I started doing the rap stuff, like I was involved in the streets, like, you know, so like street gangs and all that kind of stuff. So that represented a different type of mentality, a different type of energy, you know. And coming to Nigeria with that energy, I realized like, all right, this is not gonna work. Yeah, this is not gonna work. Yeah. This is Sasuke. You're gonna have to go back, bro. We're gonna have to think
All right,
about it.
since you have another work out now that is never
Better late than never.
Better late than never.
Better late than never, yeah.
Okay, so interesting. And then you have a lot of people in, you know, you featured a lot of artists in that.
A
Because
few artists, I would say a lot.
Because I think that's a lot. Like, I think Zlatan is there or something?
Zlatan.
Yeah,
Who else is on it?
Peruzzi.
Peruzzi.
Who else do I have?
I saw you in the studio with Vector.
I have Olamide.
That's a lot. That's a
have
lot
Young
already.
Six.
Vector living.
Yeah, it was in studio with Vector. Was working on stuff.
Shit.
Me and I've been in this. I'm a studio rat. Like, I'll be in there.
Because you see, since one of the things that we talk about on this show is how it cares us so much for artists to take a break, a long break at that, and then come back.
Yeah.
You know, because the industry would not wait for anyone. Move, move, and at the end of the day, you know, you come back and then you want to
And
bring
you
us
see
stuff.
a lot of articles about like,
Yes.
Sasuke since we're struggling to come
You
back.
know, and all
things
that.
like
So
that,
yeah, we love I mean, the Sasuke, and then we love Sinzu, and then we are wondering what tactics are you going to bring into this? How are you going to make us love your works? How are we going to accept this? How is the market going to just have this work?
Basically, I figured it out. And I figured it out. It's like better late than never. I figured it out. It was late, but I figured it out. So from now on, it's like a song.
Yeah.
Basically, it's on right now.
All right. Well, we're going to be
Definitely.
playing it from tomorrow because obviously today we're going to keep it strictly throwback today.
Okay.
But we're definitely going to be slamming that right here. And Oji, I feel like we can't have him here and not talk about Davido.
Yeah.
How come?
Why? Because
How come you can't? You can't.
So coming out, Zoo Free, Davido now put you up. Is this like you trying to pay back? Because you were up there when you had that collaboration with Davido, Carolina. And now Davido is now big with the 30 BG thing. And now you are free. Davido was in the stage. You people just decided to let's partner and let's get Zoo back.
Right.
Yes.
That was basically the idea. Okay. Like, let's partner up and get you right back where you need to be at. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, back then, you know, you looked out for me, and you know what I'm saying? I want to see you back where you should be, where I think you should be. And you know, we got the strongest machine right now. We got the strongest team, and you know, I like you. Let's get it. And I'm like, all right, let's go.
Okay. Do you still have conversations with the likes of, because you came into the industry with the likes of T-Bills?
Yeah.
Do you still have a relationship with these people,
That's my brother.
Otumba and the rest?
Otumba I haven't talked to in a while because I hadn't been
He's
in.
married now, by the way.
Oh yeah, really? I didn't even know
Oh
that.
wow, interesting. You didn't know that bit?
I haven't been here in 8 years. Like,
true.
you know what I mean? I haven't really been keeping in touch with people here. Like, I have a whole totally different life in America, you know what I mean? So, but T-Billions, he's in America, yeah. We're in touch. Traffic, you know, he's actually out here. He was with me yesterday, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm still in touch with some of my day ones, and some people, you know, fell off, and you know, it's life.
There was a question she asked you that I really would have wanted you to expatiate
which
on.
one was that?
And it's about like the fact that, so even like he said, you know, when you think about where Davido was and then where you were at the time and then now where Davido is and then you trying to come back in, what measures are in place? Like what tactics? I know you're a studio rat and stuff, and a lot of people are always in the studio.
Basically, it's not even about the music. I mean, it's about the music, but it's not really about like the talent anymore. It's really about everything after that, like, you know, the packaging. Get us to go walk inside. They will not see person walk out.
True that.
They get us to walk out, be like, nobody saw you.
Sinzu, so I think
So
that
it's
we're
basically
asking
that.
you some questions and we're not really getting some, I don't know if you just want to give us some coded answers this
Hey, I'm
afternoon.
a grown up. I know how to answer questions. You feel me? Like, I've been doing this for a while, you know? I've been doing this for a while. Definitely. I know what she's doing. She knows what I'm doing. You know, it's like,
Yeah, I know, right?
she's been trying and I just ain't been going.
Okay,
like,
yeah, so I know.
we understand each other.
I'm
don't
just
worry.
going to ask you, how was jail? How was the
It
experience?
was annoying.
Yeah?
It was annoying. Like, you know, just imagine like going from, you know, being able to like drive your car, get up, go buy what you want to eat, take your kids to school, whatever, and then you go from that to not waking up, getting told to wake up, first of all, getting told, okay, now you can eat. Okay, now go back to your room. Now, okay, get up, we're about to count, stand up, I want to see you stand up. Okay, now go back, lay down. Okay, now come out of your cell, now you guys can eat again. It's like for whatever the sentence is, in my case, 2 years, like, wow.
Wow.
And how did you meet
Did
them?
it change you in whatever way?
Yes, it did. It did. Like, you know, it just taught me patience. It taught me patience. It let me realize, like, it wasn't worth it, like, you know? And then it's like, you know, I'm around a bunch of men who have a lot of anger issues and mental issues, drug problems. So there's a lot of, you know, negative vibes all day. And it's like, it teaches you how to navigate through that, how to
Let me quickly ask this. Can I bring Dami Crane into this? Because Dami Crane was in trouble and then, you know, eventually came to Nigeria and then we kept hearing Sinzu in this part of the whole gist. You want to clear the air? Were you really involved?
I have
with
no
the
idea. I have no
part
idea
stuff?
about, like, I think when Dami Crane was, when he had his issue, I think I was already locked up there.
Yeah,
Yes.
True.
Yeah, so I don't
Because
have
your
no idea
name
about
just kept coming up.
Yeah,
I was already locked up.
Yeah, it kept coming up like free zoo,
Yeah.
free zoo, free
Oh,
zoo,
okay,
and
okay,
now
that's
zoo
what
free, zoo back. Are you back to stay finally, or you'll just be shuttling Nigeria and the US?
Back and forth. Like, I'll be here as much as I need to be. Like, you know, like I came right now. Nobody knew I was coming.
True that.
Yeah.
You feel me? So
And the hustle to get you here, shall we thank God?
Well, we're so glad to have you here
Yeah.
today.
I'm actually happy to be here. This was fun. I like this.
Yeah. You see, I told you it was going to be chill. We're so glad you could be here. Thank you so much for coming. It was nice talking to you, even though you were trying to be coded with your answers. But
I am not happy in
we
a
shall
way.
try it small. We shall talk small, so it's all good. And it's good. It's good. Thanks for coming. And
Appreciate you.
we're rooting for you, honestly, and we
Thank
wish
you.
you all the best
Yeah.
coming
Better
out.
late than never,
Yeah.
y'all go get that. It's on all the
Zoo.
platforms. Zankuzu, the video is gonna start playing
Tomorrow?
Exactly. You heard it. Where's the
Tomorrow,
camera?
we got you.
Where's my camera?
Tomorrow we're going to do
That's
that.
your camera.
That's my camera.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's gonna start playing tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, we
All
good.
right,
We
we
in
got you. We got you. Thank you so much for coming
Appreciate
through.
y'all.
All right, guys, this is where we have to draw the curtains. Yes, thank you so much for staying tuned throughout today. From myself, Foladele, OJ, Honeypot, and of course,
Zoo free.
Babalola, aka Sasuke, aka now Sinzu, please. Thank you very much. We have to dance, of course. We
Okay,
can't
let's
go
get it,
without
let's
dancing.
get it.
Yeah. All
Hey,
right,
I've
guys.
learned how to do the new dance now.
Oya Joe, Oya Joe, Joe,